And this is just to like get your wheels turning.
Okay, I'm ready.
On what you would do in these scenarios.
Okay.
So we're going to start off like a little crazy and then we're going to get a little serious.
Okay, let's do it.
So the first one is, and I want answers from everyone.
Okay.
If men could have babies, what do you think would be the most outrageous baby shower theme that they'd want to throw?
Kendrick, go. What's your baby shower?
They would probably,
Okay.
the most ridiculous is football with the baby.
That's what, you took football from me. I was like, they would be like, hut, like they would be down there like, you don't catch the baby.
Do the legs.
Oh, y'all remember what Issa did that on Insecure though with that damn baby?
Yeah.
That shit was amazing.
What did it say? Fuck yo.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
Oh my God.
Wait, is that? Holy shit, that's from Insecure.
She did that on Insecure.
She did. She threw the baby.
Oh my God.
That is hilarious.
Okay, football. Okay, now I gotta find another one because he took football. Okay.
He took football. What do you think would be the most outrageous theme if men could plan baby showers?
Oh man. I don't know why the Kappas came in my mind for whatever reason.
Oh,
Not
God.
a fraternity.
I don't know why, but I feel like it would be like a fraternity baby shower. Like I just see.
Imagine a Q-Dog one.
I just listen.
Like a strip club.
It would be like in a strip club, maybe.
Yeah.
But I just Kappas fall into my algorithm all the time because in my mind I want to be a Kappa, and only because I want to do the little roll thing.
Oh,
but I
the
have
little
too many
shimmy,
titties,
the
and I
shimmy
can't do
girl.
it right.
Red.
Now that's a porn.
Right?
You said I got too
men
much
doing
titty
that
for it.
shimmy.
You
I
gonna
do.
pay for that.
I do have too much. I can't shimmy like them.
It's all in the shoulders. It's all in the shoulders.
I know, but
Yo.
I'm gonna get it together. But anyway, I think a fraternity theme one would actually be the case because I could see like the Kappas doing like an all red and white situation, you know, with little canes and shit. Like I could see it.
I could see hookah.
Not a hookah.
You can't do hookah.
It's like a last hoorah like type thing for the baby shower. Like I don't know.
Baby shower before or after the child is born?
No, the baby shower.
During while you pregnant. It's if a man is pregnant.
It's you pregnant at the time.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, so you have, it's before the child.
Yes.
Look, men don't even know when the
They're
baby
like,
showers
we
take
don't even
place. He like, is it before or after the
I
baby
don't
comes
know.
out? Kendrick said, I ain't been in no baby shower.
Bro,
Haven't-
you remember that New
Not-
York baby
not
shower I
one.
went to? My man is Nigerian. So
Okay.
now his cousin, all his family is like fire, right? They're great.
Herbalife.
But the friends,
Herbalife.
they was with the ski mask. Them niggas had the chains on, just holding diapers, coming up the stairs. And I was like, oh my God.
Ski masks and
Ski mask
diapers.
to a baby shower?
It was wintertime, so you know what they wearing.
Man.
That's not a given.
No.
Nah, bruh. It's a New York nigga Harlem baby shower. Mind you, 3 of them niggas knew me in there. And
What?
they was just like, oh, you easy? And I'm just like, oh my God. I'm so embarrassed, bitch. They sitting there playing Pop Smoke. They doing their shit in this fucking baby shower.
But they took the ski masks off, right? Once they got inside.
They just pull them down like it rests on the neck.
They just keep them on.
Yo, they had their fucking glasses on. And then you see just like, you know, the family, like their
Oh my
parents looking all
God.
nice with the traditional African
Oh my
wear. And
God.
I'm like, this is so New
That is
York, bro.
crazy.
But like men, so anyway, she didn't have as many friends as he did.
Okay.
And I got to see a man baby shower for the first time. It's kind of the same. They dap you out. They be like, bro, this it, nigga.
You did it. You
They
did
all
it.
downstairs smoking. It's the same shit.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
if
All
the
right.
babies ain't gonna be there,
You
you
know
know
what,
any type of
Kendrick?
party.
The baby shower started at 9.
Anytime.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
bachelor
I keep going
party.
back to the dude is pregnant though.
The dude is pregnant.
So he can't have
He
hookah
ain't
and weed.
baby. He about
I mean,
to pop.
there are some people. I mean, there are some people who believe in marijuana during pregnancy. So I mean, there's that. But anyway, that's all the conversation.
So a more
No.
thoughtful one. By the way, I just think they're gonna have a Call of Duty theme one because I just swear motherfuckers
They
like
love.
that. Bop, bop, bop. Like they're gonna be drinking
Oh my God.
drinking baby milk from like fake guns and
baby
stuff.
milk
Like
born
okay,
they're gonna have
That's
missions.
kinda fun.
They're gonna
I
have
can see
missions
it.
set up.
I can see it.
I like a little water gun.
Now
I
this-
want that bachelorette party, bitch. Hennessy.
Oh my God. This next one is more thoughtful, right?
Okay.
So let's see. In a world
Mm-hmm.
where men have babies, now this is where they carry, this is where they do the delivery, all the things.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you think the dynamics of parenting would change between moms and dads? And what dynamics do you think would change sexually?
Oh.
Because, and I
Okay.
thought about this. So for me,
Okay.
I think, ironically, the conversation we just had earlier about the condoms,
Yeah.
I think men would be far more forthcoming
Ready.
to wrap it up
Ready.
if they were the ones experiencing pregnancy as one of the symptoms. I do think a lot of men don't be scared of the STDs enough,
Yeah.
but if they knew what fear pregnancy has
Oh
in
my
so many
God.
people, I
Yeah.
think they would be more thoughtful
Okay.
in unprotected sex. Also,
Mhm.
in the dynamics of parenting,
That's a damn shame.
I
STDs
also-
wouldn't change.
no, I don't think STDs affects many people's thoughts on sex just yet. The other dynamic that I think would change between the parenting styles is, again, they would be more thoughtful because then they would end up the single daddies. And it would change a lot of the landscapes of the single parent household.
Okay. I can dig it. I think that this might be the way for us to like take out patriarchy because I think if men had to actually carry a child for 9 months and give birth to a child, that it's going to change them mentally. I think that's what's going to shift.
Okay.
Because what I don't think that men realize, and a lot of people don't really realize across the board, is that whoever is carrying this child and then bringing this child into the world, they now have this biological, chemical connection to this child. And so therefore you are all, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor, but in my opinion, I feel like you are always going to be more emotionally connected in a particular kind of way, right? So that means there's a more emotional labor that you're putting into this. And I don't think that men take that into consideration sometimes. That it's not just like, oh, I'm carrying all the things and I'm changing the baby, feeding the baby and everything. My emotions are connected to this kid in a way that I don't think they would ever understand. And so now if they have to hold that emotional type of weight, I think it's going to shift them mentally. And I think that they may be like, maybe this patriarchy shit is not great.
You saying that, it reminds me of like when I see, like, I love like documentaries and reading like the crazy things that happen in America. So anytime I see like a mother who's a bad mom, because those exist, where they just don't show up for their child, or even like the Casey Anthony shit, that was big when I was growing up in Florida. And I'm just like, something ain't right, because the scientific connection that you do have with a child, for them to abandon them or not want them around always makes me question, like, baby, what the hell is wrong with you that this hasn't formed a stronger connection?
Yeah, and I think that's what we don't think about enough when because we can tie all this shit into like the deeper conversations around like those people who choosing to have abortions and choosing not to parent.
Girl,
because
that's what I was just
do you know what I'm saying? Like everyone doesn't have the capacity.
Oh, I can't be a mama.
Everyone does not have the capacity.
Diapers or a vacation? Hell no.
We going on vacation.
I want to hop on a flight tomorrow.
Listen, and I don't think that we talk about that enough. I think that there's been a couple people, like I've seen people come through my social media feed that's like, fuck this parenting thing. I don't want to do it. I don't want the responsibility. I don't want to do all of that. And I don't think that we should demonize those folks. I think that they're crazy for saying that. I think that we should be commending people who are like, I realize now because A, I don't want to. B, because I know that I am managing other mental health things. C, because I don't have the emotional bandwidth. D, I don't have the finance. Whatever those things are that they have put deep thought into. Because I don't think that that's the part that we take into account with people's abortion stories, is that they have put thought.
They put thought into it.
Into whether or not they are going to end a pregnancy.
And baby, unfortunately, sometimes that thinking has to happen fairly quickly, especially now with these laws.
Let's talk about something testier. I want you to answer this question.
Oh.
We always hear, or Sex and the City is my favorite comp for everything in life.
Okay.
Miranda wanted an abortion.
Yep.
Steve was like, do I get a say?
Oh, this is a great
Kendrick,
question.
what are your thoughts
If
on that?
abortions could come back and be legal everywhere, if men and women both had to make the choice together, how do you think things would end up? Do you think men should have a say in whether or not an abortion is happening?
So the first thing is not if it can come back. We can get abortion legalized.
When it comes back.
When it comes back.
Yeah, when
Come
it
on,
comes
let's
back.
work. We got this work to do.
When we have stronger protections in place, right, than we had, right? Because it was already fragile if it could be taken away like that, right?
I do.
And no, I mean, if I'm not carrying it, now, do I have an opinion? You say, do you have a say? I'm guessing you mean, should I have any authority over that?
Well, I'm saying, like, this is all hypothetical world, right? This is our hypothetical segment. So I'm thinking, what if they said, hey, much like a birth
What if both
certificate,
men and women had to sign?
you both had to sign that this is okay. How do you think men and women would, how do you think that would shift? Do you think we would see less abortions if men had their say? To me,
Well, I think having a signature, if it has to require a man's signature, it's still oppression. I'm like, what's a
I
better?
get that. No,
what's a better?
oppression.
Yeah, it is.
It takes away the woman's autonomy of her own body.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
the word. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you.
Where's autonomy?
Yeah. If it's even worse than. I mean, yes, 100%. But even worse than that, it's saying if I disagree, that you have to carry a child for 9 months.
That's right.
Because I was gonna say, I feel like the
birth the
opposite.
child.
I feel like women that want to carry and men are necessarily like happy with it, I would think we would see an uptick in abortion. I really don't feel that a lot of the scenarios we're seeing where women choose to have a kid alone are necessarily their own, like, you know what I mean? It's not their fault. It's that this guy's like, yo, you want to do that? It's up to you. We see that scenario so many times. So when I think about abortion in that way, I'm like, I wonder if the shoe was on the other foot where men had to have the choice as well. Are we going to have this baby together or we're not? Would we see it go up? Would we see it go down?
Meaning he has to stick around or?
Well,
because what's the commitment?
There we go.
Right. That a man has to have. Is it financial?
Yeah.
True.
So because I mean, if we depending on the American legal system, then we fucked altogether. So what is the contract you entering into with the person? And then where's the accountability to that contract? Is it the community? Is it, her dad and your parent? Are they around? You know what I'm saying?
Who's helping?
Is it the mom? Is it
absolutely?
What is the accountability to that? So, I mean, that's why I'm saying the difference between a say. I can have an opinion. I want you to have it. I don't want you to have it. I'm not ready to be a dad. I'm ready to be a dad.
Yeah, because I was on the opposite end of that. So in our book, my abortion story leans into the fact that, so I got pregnant and I knew my body was off. I literally called him, and this is how young I am. I said, how many times you nutted? Because I count nuts. And he counted 5. I ain't count more than 3.
In the same session?
Oh, we was going.
So yeah,
I was young. I was 16. And
I ain't never been that young. 5. That's blessed. I mean, everybody, hey, if you could do that, great. Congratulations. But
God bless Mandi's new boyfriend.
Oh, my ex, we went 8
no wonder
times
you
in a
using
night.
the
I love rounds. And I love it.
This
so
is why I
clearly
love being
started
a
out the gate.
Bitch, I'd have a petition on my pussy.
My bad, I ain't mean to interrupt.
Listen, been a round lover since the start. So anyways, I called him knowing like my body felt weird. Like I felt it in my soul. And I share the story how I call him, I let him know that this happens. And I'm like, I don't want to be a mother. So I need some money for this abortion. And at the time my mom couldn't afford it. So needed him. My daddy said, figure it out. So I went to him and I remember him being irate. Mind you, we just had sex a couple weeks ago. He already had a daughter or already had a son. He was convinced I had the other sex of the baby. So he was like, you about to kill my son. You about to kill my... And that was... Oh, I swear to God, it's not funny. You said what?
He was convinced what?
He was convinced that I was carrying the other sex that he wanted. Like, he wanted another kid. And so when I told him I was pregnant, he was like, oh, I know you carrying my seed. Like, but he was convinced. And I was like, well, I'm not having it. And he chose not to help me at all. And what's crazy is made the best decision of my life because the week I even went, nigga phone kept going dead. Talked to his friend, he got locked up. He was a game banker. Named Elmo. Shouldn't have been fucking him anyway.
Oh, wait.
But
this is also my fault.
This is Weezy's fault for sure.
We were 16.
We were 16 and we went over to Tampa.
But he had a friend.
He had a friend.
Oh.
The friend was Elmo.
Been there.
The friend was Elmo.
Elmo was because why was it? Because he was a blood.
He was a blood. I mean, you know,
this is getting better.
Sesame Street.
I'd also just want to add, we are great. Put the camera on me. We are good people. Gangbangers. Oh, well, I did fuck that one gangbanger nigga 3 years ago. But that was a 1-2 time thing. And I was in LA.
It happens.
Now, hold on.
It's an award.
Gangbangers are good people too.
Yeah,
listen.
listen.
I'm just saying, my decision to get an abortion with a man who ended up being locked up while I was pregnant in my first trimester, I'm just glad that it ended up that way. But I say all that to say, I was in that predicament where it was my choice. I wanted to do it, despite the fact that he actually wanted me to keep it. And because of my decision, he said, I'm not helping you pay for it. I'm against this. And he literally, I remember him yelling at me, you're killing my child. And that happening at such a young age might be why I'm so pro condom now and don't want to experience it again. I was
Potentially.
fucking distraught.